Hello and welcome to Saxophone Comprehensive. My name is Ken Gowdy, and in this video we will look at one of Charlie Parker's favourite licks. Now if you go through the Charlie Parker Omni Book Volume 1, which contains 60 songs, then this lick would appear in at least half of those songs. And on some occasions it appears twice within the same song. So it is a lick that Charlie Parker used quite often. Now it may not be the exact same lick in all of these songs. Sometimes it appears as a shortened version, sometimes it appears as a start for a longer melody, sometimes it is played as 8th notes, sometimes it is played as 16th notes, sometimes the rhythm is changed with some of the notes being played as a triplet, but essentially it is the same lick. So let's look at this lick. So here is the audio of the lick with the articulation added, played several times at decreasing tempos. Here is another version of the lick containing a triplet. Usually this lick in all of the versions will be played as the fastest part of the song. So if you learn how to play it, then all of the other songs in which this lick appears will become easier to play. You can also see that the articulations of these two phrases are slightly different. You could, if you wanted to, slur the whole phrase, but as an exercise it would be much better to tongue the phrase as indicated. If you tongue the phrase, then you can put more inflection into it and make the phrase come alive. If you articulate it correctly when playing a lick slowly, then it will become easier when playing a lick faster. Maybe learn it in stages so that the places where you're supposed to tongue the note become more apparent. The way I went about learning this lick was to emphasize the places where I was supposed to tongue the notes. So it starts off with the first two notes being tongued. Then you can include the following notes contained in the slur. Then the next two notes are tongued, so include them. Then you can include the following notes tonguing in the appropriate places. You would need to decide whether you're going to use the bis key or not. I used the bis key as it meant there was less movement. Then you could practice the upper part of the lick separately as it involves tonguing every other note. Then lastly, you can put them together and start building up your speed while tonguing in the right places. So as stated, one way to learn this lick is to break it down into certain sections based upon the articulation, based upon where you tongue the notes. So you started with a smaller section based upon the tonguing, then you add another section to it, and you add another section until you're able to complete the whole lick, and then you can start building up your speed. Or another way, you could slur the whole thing very slowly to make sure that you're hitting the correct keys according to the timing, and then you could start building up your speed. But the main purpose of this video is the articulation, making sure that you can tongue the notes in these correct places to make the music kind of pop out. For me, this is a work in progress. I'm still trying to get it into the correct timing, still trying to get my fingers closer to the keys, but it's something that I'm going to be working on every day. And if it's something that you work on every day, then it will actually help you with your articulation when playing jazz. Hopefully this was informative, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye.